Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a repair video for Mr. Platt. You can see this is our wind damage shingle. I'm going to get my shadow out of the way. Got some creasing over here at the top. Wind damage shingle. Yep, creasing all the way. And again, this is the wind damage shingle, so this shingle is already lifted. We're on the front side of Mr. Morrow's roof today. It is 70 degrees on this lovely day. So as you can see, it's already a bit of granule loss occurrence on his roof, real grainy. Already got some wind damage shingles over here, major creasing. Then we got some on the back as well. All right, I'll be by myself today for this repair. Got my tripod set up. So I want to take a closer look. Again, we got our wind damage shingle here, already lifting wind damage. I did the liberty of marking the areas where I'm going to be working. So I know this shingle ends here. So I know I will be having to lift this shingle up and this shingle up. Sorry. Unseal, not lift up. And then I got this work area here. So I'll be having to unseal this shingle and unshield this shingle. All right. So make sure I'm recording. Everything is good. Make sure the audio is good. But yeah, again, I am the only one on the roof. So get another look of the work area before we start this repair. And then let's get started. Let me get this in the tripod. Make sure I got a good angle for you guys. See everything. All right. All right. So the tools I'm going to be using today are a standard pry bar. You got a P-hook on the end. Love this tool. Lets me go right in there one-handed, get a nail right out. This is what we're going to be using to unseal the shingles. We have our standard hammer. We'll be using that actually hammer back in the shingle. And then we have our roof snake. Now, we are not going to be using this to unseal the shingles. As you can see, compared to the pry bar, it's much thinner, way easier to cut away tar line. This is just too thick. You're going to damage the shingle trying to cut away the tar line with this thing. So this allows us to just place the nails right here, hammer away without having to lift the shingle more than 40 degrees. All right, so again, this shingle is already lifted up. This is the wind damage shingle. Let's go ahead and start by unsealing the rest of the workspace. All right, notice as I conduct this repair, what I'm gonna do is keep my palm down on the shingle I'm working on, fingers up in the air always. All right, a little grainy. All right, we got that one out the way. Just make sure the angle's good again. Ugh. All right, so we got that shingle unsealed. Now let's get the rest. All right. Got this one here now. Shingles are burning. Alright, got that unsealed. Last one. Again, palm down, fingers up. Alright, so now that we got everything unsealed, let's go ahead and start by removing the nails. Now as I lift up the shingle, I'm gonna be lifting it up with my thumb, fingers high up in the air. If need be, I'll rest them on the shingle above, never the same shingle. Let's go ahead and get started. Going there one-handed. And notice, guys, I'm not lifting the shingle more than 40 degrees here. Just enough. Get in there, take a look where the nail is, and then remove the nail. Got my fingers up. Some of these nails are a little stuck. Got to push down on the shingle bit and go in there. Boom. Alright. Let's make sure that's the rule. Yep. Real sunny out here. Yeah, that's our shingle. Alright, got it. Alright, on to the next row. And again, I am taking my time removing the nails, not lifting the shingle up too high. Just enough to get the nail in. Oh, nail out. Alright. Just a couple more nails. Ugh. Nice spring weather. All right. Looks like it's the last one. Go in there, grab that. All right, that does look like it is all the nails that we need to remove for this shingle. Let's go ahead and remove the shingle. Alright, so here's a closer look at our damaged shingle. Good. Alright, so you got our damaged shingle right there. A lot of granule loss from being affected by the wind. Now, since the shingle is discontinued and is not being made anymore, the shingles that are now being made are just larger shingles. They wouldn't be able to fit this roof. So we're gonna have to put this shingle back in and show you guys the results of our repair. And again, this is a discontinued shingle. There's no way that we can get this shingle, a replacement for this shingle, simply because it's not manufactured anymore, and new shingles are just larger than this. This is about 39, I want to say, no, sorry, 37 inches. New shingles about 39. This reveals a bit larger as well. So now that we got the shingle back in, let's go ahead and start by hammering it in. So I got my roof snake. Just gonna place the nails right here, go in there, go underneath. I will be hammering the shingle where the dragon teeth are, just because that is the strongest point of the shingle. Minus this part, the dragon teeth is a little further away from the shingle. But other than that, I will be doing my best to put the nails on the strongest point of the shingle where the dragon teeth are. And again, this tool is going to allow me to not lift the shingle more than 40 degrees, all we need to conduct this repair. All right, let's go ahead. And I will be putting the nails in new holes, not the existing holes. All right, go in. Not hammering too hard, just enough to make sure it gets through the decking. Don't know if I brought it up at the point earlier, but I am seeing, well, I did see a bit of granule loss as I removed the shingle. And that was just from taking the nail out, being cautious, not lifting it up more than I had to. But I did see a bit of granule loss. And I am starting to see the same granule loss as I conduct this repair. Same motion. Got my thumb on the shingle that I'm lifting up. Fingers up in the air. If need be, I'll rest them on the same shingle. If need be, I'll rest them on the shingle above. Sorry, never the same shingle. I mainly just try to keep them up in the air. Lifting it no more than 40 degrees. Exactly what this tool allows me to do. Last nail for this row. All right. Now we got one more row. sure this in all the way. Oh, we're in. Gonna try to hurry up a bit, guys. Don't want to drag this video out too long. Thank you guys for taking the time out to watch the video. But let's try to hurry up while also taking our time and working efficiently. Not lifting up the shingle more than I have to. And being cautious as possible while I conduct this repair. Again, just hammering enough to get through the decking. Last nail. Alright. Looks like my phone turned at some point while conducting the repair. Hope it didn't affect too much. Alright. But now that we're all done with the repair, let's go ahead and take a closer look. Alright. So as you can see, this is our wind damaged shingle. Sorry, let me get the shadow out of the way. This is our wind damaged shingle. Also the granule loss. Like I mentioned in the video, I did see a lot of granule loss occurrence as I conducted the repair. So you can see the area in which I'm speaking of. You got here, 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 here. So those are all the shingles that I lifted up, unsealed to conduct this repair. Again, this was our damaged shingle. You guys can go back to the video, see how everything looked like before the repair. But this is a direct cause of the repair. Let me just get the shadow out of the way. See this creasing, granule loss. It's a real brittle shingle. Again, it is not being manufactured anymore. So I just didn't have a replacement shingle to conduct this video. This is a direct result of the repair. If we continue to push on repairs and repair the entirety of the roof, we'll have the same results. It's gonna have the same outcome on Mr. Platt's roof. Let's just do good on Mr. Platt's behalf. But yeah, as you can see, this cause of the repair, I'm gonna be considering this a fail. So let's do right by Mr. Platt. Get him a full roof replacement rather than doing more harm than good to his roof. All right. Thank you guys for watching the video. You guys have a blessed day.